Assalamu alaikum everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Nida and I help people get into their self-love, self-development journey through sharing my writings, my experiences and everything in between. So let's get started. This video is a part of a series called Watch This When, where I share some tips and just real talk about some of the stuff that a lot of people deal with, that I deal with. I hope it helps. I really wanted to talk about something that is extremely important and that a lot of people do. I've seen a lot of people around me do this, which is downplaying your achievements, like telling yourself that you're not enough. Even though you have accomplished so many things, maybe it's not in the materialistic realm or like anything that has to do with physical things, maybe earning how much money that you wanted to earn or being successful at your business and things like that. I feel that small achievements play an important role in shaping who we are and who we become in the future. So downplaying our achievements is literally so detrimental to our mental health and to our confidence, because when you do that, you're telling yourself that yes, you did that one thing that you always wanted to do, and maybe it's not a big deal for other people, but it is for you. And you still think and you still tell yourself that you're not enough, that thing did not matter as much you thought that it mattered, just because somebody told you that it doesn't. It sends a message to your mind that anything that I ever do will not be enough. And our validation, our happiness depends on other people's approval. So please don't do that. Don't tell yourself that you haven't achieved enough. I think this is also common for people who have always kind of overachieved since their childhood, because maybe it was of their parents' expectations or maybe they had a lot of responsibility. But if you have been constantly taught and told that till the time you reach point A, anything near to point A is also not acceptable, I think that is exactly where the problem begins. I believe that all these things usually happen in a childhood or like in a teen years, which later shows up in your adult life as well. If you have been doing that, I would tell you to firstly stop asking people and stop depending on people's validation or people's opinion of what matters to you and what doesn't. As you know, my channel is all about healing and getting back to yourself and loving yourself and embracing yourself. And downplaying your achievements or depending on other people's validation to measure if your achievement was worth it or not is a big part of the problem, where we get disconnected from ourselves. That is the case with a lot of people. A lot of people are just disconnected with themselves, and I have experienced this with myself. Whenever you are disconnected with yourself, anything around you does not make sense. It becomes chaotic. But as soon as you get back to yourself, as soon as you reconnect with yourself, as soon as you start being true to yourself and you're like, yeah, I'll be true to myself. I'm not going to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. I'm not going to do something that I don't like just because other people are happy with it. And I'm not going to do something that makes me unhappy just because it makes other people happy, or that betray myself for the matter. That is when you truly get back to yourself. If you want to learn more on this, like how to reconnect with yourself, I made a video about this. You can watch this video, and yeah, I hope that it helps you. I think downplaying our achievements also comes from the fact that we compare ourselves a lot these days. Due to the access of social media so easily, and like you can just open up anybody's page, and if they have displayed all their life on social media, it's very easy for you to compare yourself or to think that maybe your achievements weren't as big as theirs. Which is exactly why it is so important to be authentic to yourself. Knowing that other people's achievement does not threaten your achievements or your success is one of the biggest mindset shift that you need to have. And I've also mentioned this in my previous video about mindset shifts. So if you are somebody who has been feeling that you are not doing enough even though you are, or maybe the circumstances are only allowing you to do that much, I want you to tell yourself that you're proud of yourself, that even if nobody sees your efforts, you do, and you will value them. You're not going to tell yourself that, oh, I haven't done enough, why can't I do enough, why am I always not getting what I want or the way I want it. Because maybe I've not gotten what you wanted now, maybe you'll get it later on. Also, one of the funniest things, I mean, it's funny now, but when I usually thought about it, it wasn't, is that we as people in their 20s, like me, early 20s, or even I think late 20s, we tend to believe that everything literally just stops after we reach a certain age. Like we need to achieve all these things till this age, or we are a failure. Like we categorize ourselves, and that is just conditioning. That is just society telling you that there's an age limit to what you can achieve and as to what time you can achieve it in. And I think that doesn't make sense at all. Like, and now that I think about it, it's literally crazy to me that we tell ourselves or that we believe people who have never lived a day with us or like us even. I think these things really need to go, and I know it's not easy to just tell people that, you know what, I'm not following that or I'm not doing that. I don't believe in that. In fact, you don't even have to tell anybody. You just have to be like, yeah, I'm not following that. That does not resonate with me. So it's not gonna continue in my life anymore. Also, if you're somebody who has been like doing things on their own for like a long time, maybe you bought a car, you started a business or whatever, and it's not going that well or something, I want you to know that you trying to do these things without any support or just relying on yourself without knowing what's going to happen, without basically any backup, it's such a brave thing to do. A lot of people don't see that. A lot of people are like, yeah, you started your business, but it's not going that well, it's not flourishing. You starting a business, which means like you establishing yourself a source of income that is not dependent on any other people like a job, is such a brave thing to do. It's like such a courageous thing to do, because there are millions of people who cannot even do that. There are millions of people who cannot even think about doing it, even though they dream about it every day, but they cannot even take the first step to do that, to get there where you have gotten. So I think that's extremely brave and that's extremely powerful. Don't let anybody else talk you out of it. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. And trust me, I get the frustration and everything that you have when things are not working your way and things are not going how you thought that they would, especially in like business and stuff. Because me being an entrepreneur, I totally get how it feels. Like you put all your efforts, but the results just won't show up. But sometimes it's really not about the results, it's about what you do. And yeah, things change, situation changes, like things change, situations change. Maybe it's not your time yet. Maybe you've not achieved whatever you wanted to. Maybe you've not achieved whatever you wanted to, but it will come. So next time somebody's like, yeah, you did that, but that's not so great, don't listen to them. Okay? Don't let anybody else talk you out of the most amazing thing that you've ever done. Like if it feels amazing to you, if something feels big to you, it is a big achievement. Don't let any other person tell you that it is not. So that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something from it. I hope that you found this video comforting. The aim of this series of mine is to really just be real and talk real problems and maybe share some problems with you all, so that you don't feel alone, so that you don't feel like you're the only one who's suffering or like you're the only one who cannot figure it out yet. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, stay safe.